Samantha. Thank you for taking the time to do your appraisal today. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
That's good to hear. Have you had a good weekend?
Yeah, and the weather was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was absolutely lovely. Always a shame to come back to work. So, firstly, how do you feel your performance has been over the last year?
Yeah, I passed my 3-month probation.
Mm-hmm.
I met the criteria for that. But I don't feel between the 3 and 12 months that I've been here now that the training has been so intense in those months as it was in the first 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think once you know a little bit, you're more or less left to your own devices a bit.
Okay, so you feel there could have been more support after your probation period?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not fully trained in all aspects of the job description.
Okay, that's okay. Which points in particular do you feel you're lacking on training? Because we can definitely look at those.
I haven't had training in the truck and the people up platform.
Okay, so we can definitely look at the training in those areas. So generally the training for those would be just one-to-one training with another team member and for them to show you how that works and how that operates. So what we can do is we can look to get some scheduled time in to go over that training and make sure you're comfortable with the use of both of those tools and you're happy to use them going forwards.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that sounds good.
But we have been quite busy and people haven't got the time to do it all the time.
No, so we can definitely look at kind of weeks where you should hopefully be less busy, so weeks without any annual leave.
So you will schedule that training for those weeks, will you?
Yeah, we'll make sure it has a definite date and a definite time and that it definitely happens at those times. There shouldn't be any reason for it to be missed.
Okay.
Okay, we'll let you know when the date and time is so you can prepare as well.
Good.
Okay. So, what particular achievements are you proud of over the last 12 months?
Well, looking at my key performance,
Mm-hmm.
I regularly complete what is asked of me,
Yeah, you have been consistently above the targets that we set.
and the damage-free shipments is always good. So at the end of the year, I'm achieving what is asked of me, I feel.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic that you're kind of consistently above the targets that we set, and each month you have been above that, so it is really good to be achieving that. Are there any areas of your work that you feel you could perhaps improve, whether it's your relationship with other team members or how you perform your role, just any areas where you feel perhaps could benefit from some improvement?
Within the company, I feel that there's a low staff turnover.
No.
So you seem to be the new member of the team for a long time.
Okay, yeah,
So lots of these people have worked with each other for a long time, so they know each other inside out.
definitely, lots of the existing team members of the warehouse, have been worked there for 10 to 15 years, so they have that experience of working together for that length of time. So it can be tricky when you're newer to the team to kind of get to know everyone. Do you feel that when you have been kind of chatting to team members and asking for support that they've been able to provide that?
Yeah, sometimes they're busy and everybody's got their targets to meet. So if you're encroaching on their time, they're not doing their performances then, are they?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it is difficult.
Okay. So I think perhaps we could look at kind of embedding you within the team a bit more. Are there any things you think in particular that would help with that?
You don't work along. You work very individually, so it takes. You need to be more involved, really. But it all takes time, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think so. We have the training, so that'll be one-to-one training with another team member. So hopefully, spending some time doing that training will help as well. But I mean, if you ever have any concerns about how you're getting on with the other team members, then it's always something we would want you to flag with your line manager, and just let them know what the issue is. But I think essentially a lot of it, like you said, it will come with time of getting to know the team members and working with them.
You always feel that the newbie.
Yeah, okay. So we don't need to feel that you're kind of new and not settled in. So we'd like to feel that you are kind of settling in well. So do you feel essentially that you are well settled?
Yeah, I feel I know the job quite well.
Okay. Okay, so it's just a case of some more time to get to know your team members. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. And do you think there are any actions that you could take to help improve your results even further?
Yeah, probably with the training.
Yeah.
You do a bit more of the automated stuff. At the moment, most of what I do is the manual, the physical part of the job.
Mhm. Okay, so you think once you have that training with the truck and the People Up platform, that should help to improve your results as well?
I hope so.
Yeah, no, definitely. That is something that should hopefully improve your results once that training has been undertaken. So,
well, you're more of an all-rounder then, aren't you? So you can do all of the jobs.
Yeah, and that is really important. So that kind of should have been picked up after your probation. So I do apologise, but we can definitely get that implemented as soon as possible.
But not having all the skills, if someone needs to move out of the department, it's usually me, because I've got less skills in that area, so I would move and help someone else very often.
Okay, so you spend more time covering other departments.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you feel that impacts on your role within the warehouse team?
Yeah, you're not spending your time with them, are you?
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how often would you
I'm
say?
quite happy to move and see different aspects of the job, the company.
Okay. But you feel it perhaps impacts on your role within the warehouse, so we could look to make sure that that is more of an even split between you all as team members, so that it's not.
I think it would be if you were all equally trained.
Yeah, yeah. So I think at the moment maybe it's where you don't have the training of those other kind of the People Up platform and the truck, so that you're being moved to make sure that everything can continue to happen within the warehouse. But if it's impacting your role, it's definitely something we need to address.
Okay.
Okay. And like we mentioned earlier, it's really fantastic that you consistently achieve above your targets. However, when we review your results compared to the other team members, we do notice that your results are just very slightly lower. So for us, we want you all to be performing at a consistently high level. So we just want to know if there's anything you think that we could do to help improve your results.
I think we've covered most of it. I think the training.
Yeah.
Just being able to do all aspects of the job would help to achieve it, and you do all of it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And like I mentioned earlier, as well with your working relationships, if you feel there's anything there that kind of needs improvement, then please flag that with your line manager. But we will get that training implemented straight away. Okay. And how well do you feel you get on with your other team members?
I did have a grievance with one of the team members, which has been resolved, and we now get on quite well.
Okay, so you feel you have quite a good working relationship now?
Yeah, with some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are a bit stuck in their ways, I would say. They've been here a long time and they don't like change. But that happens in every company, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. So just referring back to the grievance, so the grievance was just due to where one of the other team members felt that you were a bit aggressive towards him. Do you feel that you're now more calmer within the working environment?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
I think as you begin to learn more about the job role, your aggression goes, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're naturally feeling more comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to hear.
They expect you to do things that you haven't been shown how to do.
Okay. Yeah, so of course I can appreciate that would be frustrating. So it's good that has been resolved and that you're now working better with your team members. Okay, so as an organisation, we hold a number of different social events and charity events throughout the year. So to help again with your working relationships and just to get to know other people within the company as well, it would be really great for you to join those. Do you think that's something you'd be able to do?
I would like to do them, but I find very often it's very short notice.
Okay.
And childcare is shared, so.
Okay. Okay, so you've been unable to attend due to child.
If I knew in advance, I could arrange alternative arrangements.
Okay, well, some of the events, they are decided quite far in advance, so we can definitely make sure that we inform you as soon as we know of the confirmed date. Some of our other events, they are at some more short notice and things can change last minute. But definitely the events where we can let you know in advance, we will do so that you are able to attend, because it does make a big difference when you're able to get to know your kind of team
And I feel some of the team are friends out of work, so
Yeah.
like they arrange to go for a drink after work or whatever. But if you don't know ahead of time, you can't arrange anything.
Okay, so you're sometimes unable to attend because of childcare. Okay. Well, like I said, we will try and let you know as early in advance as we can of the events where they are scheduled kind of earlier, to make sure that you can join, because it, like I said, it does make a big difference.
Do you do any family events?
Not at the moment. I think it is something we have potentially looked at for the future, to have events where you can bring your children along, to be able to kind of all join in. So yeah, it's definitely something we could look at for the future. I know we have already been discussing having more family-led events. Okay, but we'll keep everyone updated when those are organised. Okay. And do you have any goals for where you see yourself within the next 12 months?
Well, firstly, I would like to be fully competent in the job role I'm in
Mhm.
and know all aspects of it. I enjoy working for the company,
That's good.
so I would like to progress within the company. I feel that the company's got good benefits to offer. Very flexible
Mhm.
with the staff. I would like to progress, but within the company there might be something different that appeals to me within the company that I could do, or obviously the next role from here would be a team leader, but
Mhm.
I don't know how I would go about training or whatever for that job role.
So all of our team leaders currently have a management course qualification. So they've been on a management course, and it helps them to learn skills such as kind of handling a team, managing a team, and they are essential skills that they need to know to be able to perform that role. So before anyone could become a team leader, it would be essential that they have taken part in that course. And we do offer that course to all of our kind of employees who are interested and feel it's something that they would like to do.
So the course, is it done in-house or?
So the course is actually done at a number of our local colleges, so there are a few different locations where you can kind of take the course, so it would depend on where it's closest to you really. It would always be within your working hours, but there may be requirements for you to do some of the coursework and just additional studying at home in your own free time. Do you feel that's something you would be able to commit to?
Yes, I could if I knew enough in advance.
Okay, well,
Is it possible to have a look at the course in advance?
yeah, we can send you all of the details of the course. So we can send you the modules, the units, the course dates, so that you know exactly when they're happening, and we can make sure that you feel that the course is right for you and a course you want to undertake. So we'll send that all to you shortly. We'll send that to you by email if that's okay. And then once you've had a chance to kind of read through and get to know everything, if you just let us know if that is something you would like to progress with.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to put myself in the position of doing something which I didn't think I could fulfil.
Mhm. Yeah, we would want you to feel comfortable that it's a course that
I'd like to have a look, see how many hours it involved out of my working day.
Yeah, of course.
Outside of work.
Yeah, and all of those details will be included in the information we send you. I think from memory it's about 4 to 5 hours a week, and then the course is a 5-week qualification.
Right.
So if you feel that's manageable for you, then that would be great. But if not, we wouldn't want you to feel that you're unable to do the course just because you can't contribute those hours. So we could look at studying time within work hours if we needed to, but our preference is of course for you to do that within your free time.
That's okay.
Okay. So yeah, I think essentially one of the other points you commented on was being fully competent in your job role. So do you feel once you've undertaken the training for the truck and the People Up platform that you would then feel fully competent across all?
I think I'd feel an equal team member within the team.
Yeah, and that is essentially how we want you to feel. We don't want you to feel that there's areas you still need to learn in. So yeah, what will happen with the training for those is your other team member will go through with you all of the points of how to use the machinery, all of the safety points to make sure you're comfortable. And then you won't essentially use the machinery until you say that you're definitely comfortable and happy with how it works.
Okay.
Okay. And another point I just wanted to mention was your absences from the work. So you've had 4 absences throughout the year, on average for 2 days, so it's a total of 8 days absent. So that is a little higher than kind of our average employee. Do you feel there's any particular reason for those absences, or?
Most of the absences have been through aches, pains or strains.
Okay.
I feel that I probably do a greater share of the physical aspects of the role through not having the training. I must say I'm a little bit disappointed that it's been brought up on an appraisal rather than being dealt with before we got here.
Okay. No, what we would like to do as an organisation is look to implement return to work interviews. So that essentially what would happen in those return to work interviews is that you would, on your next shift at work after you're absent, you would have a meeting with your line manager to discuss the reasons for your absence, if you feel fit enough to return to work at that stage, and also just to make sure there's anything that the organisation can do to help prevent that absence from happening again and to support in your return to work. So that's definitely something we're looking to implement as an organisation. So I can only apologise that they haven't been implemented before now.
I can understand on the first occasion, but when you have a second occasion, I would have thought someone would have been looking into what the problem is.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, we feel as an organisation the absences of our employees has generally been quite low, so it hasn't been an area of concern and something we've looked at before. But thank you for flagging that, and like I said, they are implemented from now, so any absence you have kind of after this date will have a return to work interview. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to comment, so you said it was mainly the physical demands of the role. Looking at the physical demands, would you say it's any of those in particular that it kind of give you more aches and pains?
Well, it's quite a heavy weight to be carrying.
Yeah.
So you could carry 15 kilos, and you're regularly climbing, as you put here, 4 stories of stairs.
Yeah. Okay, so when you are absent from work, it's because you feel you're unable to meet those physical demands when you're in the office. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So I think, like we've mentioned, with the further training that you'll be having, your role should become more balanced and less manual. But if you're continuing to struggle with any of those points, then please do let your line manager know. We can look at getting an appointment with the occupational therapist to look at anything we can do further to support so that you are able to meet those physical demands. Okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Great. Okay, and do you have any other points that you'd like to add today?
No, I'm fine, I think. Everything's okay.
Okay, that's really good to hear. So yeah, I just want to add that, we feel you have been a really great new member of the team, and that you have been performing well and above your targets, so we've really liked having you on board. And it's great to hear that you're kind of enjoying it and that you want to progress in the company. That's really good news. So yeah, thank you very much for your time to discuss your appraisal today.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you.